Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Slaying 101 here on Game Nights. I am your host and your keeper of monsters, Savvy, and we are here to play Monster of the Week. But before we do, a couple of channel notes. You just watched our promo video that highlights all the regularly scheduled shows we have on our channel. If you are live with us on Twitch, you can check out that full schedule down below our faces on our drop page. If you are with us later on in the future or some other time on YouTube or somewhere else that I don't know about, you can find our schedule on Twitch as well as pinned to our Twitter as well as in our Discord server, which you can join and talk to us about all things, our games, your games, other games, tons of games. It's just games all the way down, all the time over there. And we also have our, I guess we haven't talked about it in a while, but our GGK Worlds server. So we have two Discord servers. Our second one is a 24-hour text-based RP server. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing Humblewood. We're all real cute little animals, and it's fun. So you can join us there as well. I don't think I have any scheduling notes. I think this week is regular, right? Just a regular scheduled stuff. So our next live stream after this one will be on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time for another Tabletop Tuesdays, in which I believe it is a Cthulhu week, if I'm not mistaken. All right, they're playing Call of Cthulhu, and it's awesome. David runs that one. LB and I'll explain it. And then you can check out the rest of our schedule below. I think that's it for me. So I'm going to let these fine folk introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, who they're playing today. And I'm going to start with Sid, because I would also love to know, Sid, what's that fabulous tank top that you're wearing?
Oh, this old thing? Oh, I just threw it on. It's this lovely array of blue, pink, and purple. And it says, "Bye, fly, and ready to die." Oh my God, Val. You should have told me. I would have changed. Not really, though. These are all available in the merch store, and you should get one to be cool like us. Yep. Also, hi, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at GreekSid. I just real smooth segue there. I'm the queen of the shill. I'm here on and off Thursday through Sunday, including this past Thursday, which was an Elegant Magics week. Hot damn, was there a lot going on. We just threw everything in the kitchen sink in this past week, and it was great. Definitely check that out on VOD and on the YouTubes. But yeah, otherwise I'm here on Fridays for Neon Souls. I'm here every other Saturday for Star Power. And yeah, just good times here on Slaying. Speaking of Slaying, today I will be playing Salgos. She is, she's no longer half demon. She used to be. Long story. But she is the Chosen. That's what we're doing today.
Yeah, hi everybody, I'm LB Hack. I don't have a long pitch today, but if you're gonna hang out after this, we're gonna play on my channel. Savvy's gonna be there. We're gonna be playing Playthings of the Gods, which is a D&D homebrew game. Super fun. Plot hooks abound this episode, so stop by. It's a good place to start, actually. But yeah, tonight I'm playing Victoria. She is a spooky.
Hello everyone, I'm Val at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here Thursdays through Sundays, either playing games or running them. I've got a lot of games that are ending right now. You can come join me on either Friday for Neon Souls, where I run a cyberpunk game using the Cypher system, and on this Saturday Night Star Power, it may be our finale this week. I'm waiting to see how things go of our season 1, and it'd be super fun if you would join us and laugh and cry and enjoy the thrilling conclusion to this first chapter. This Wednesday, I'll be on a one shot over on Saverix channel, where we will be playing Merkborg or Bork. Savannah will be there too. And it's the first time playing this game, and it should be a lot of fun. But I'm very excited to give it a shot. So it should be bloody and gory and goofy, probably. And tonight I will be playing Wynn Crowley, who is the wronged and wants to kill some demons. And that's me.
All right, that is you indeed. Well, without further ado, y'all ready to play a game? Some exciting music here, because it's about to get exciting. Last time on Slaying 101, as Sally came to terms with being human, Victoria had a vision of Rex held hostage in the demon realm. The group discovered a way to bind a demon to its place of origin for good. And they decided to head into the demon realm to find Zatheron, Herald of the Scorned, bane of their existence, keeper of some of their souls, and try to cut off his influence over the human realm for good. And that's all the recap I'm going to do, because that's pretty much what happened last time. So as Sally, Wynn, and Victoria get ready to head through the Hellmouth, we cut to a dark, circular room with a single shaft of orange light illuminating its center, coming through a grate in the ceiling. A thin figure sits leaning against the stone wall, face obscured by shadows. Strange sounds come from above. A soft clattering, almost like someone piling up broken bottles. The sound of lava flow. The figure stands looking towards the grate and makes their way closer to the center of the room. She is suddenly illuminated by a thin stream of lava trickling down into the cell. And Rex's hardened and scarred face turns down in a deep, concerned frown. And we'll go ahead and pick up there with all of you. What are you doing to get ready to go into the Hellmouth?
Are we all going to be wearing the suits this time, or are we just going in normal?
What suits?
Points to the rack, I assume, near the Winnebago that probably is holding the astronaut gear.
Yes.
Do we have to?
The terrible gear.
As far as I know, we only have one of them, so unless they mass produced a few more.
Guessing probably not. If you wanna wear that, Vic, I feel like maybe me and Wynn can maybe take a more of a walloping. So might be a good idea for you to like suit up.
What is Sal thinking right now? Is this a joke?
No, she's being legitimately serious. Like she both Sal and Wynn like are used to like physically taking some hits and things, and so the strain that the hellscape would do on someone, she's a little more worried about Vic.
Do I have to? Can you move in that?
Yeah, I mean, I fought a Hydra wearing it, so.
Oh, good. So did they wash it? Because it's just probably covered in your sweat now, huh?
Oh, I'm sure they sanitized it.
I mean, it wouldn't be never mind. I'm not going to go there. We've got a mission to do right now.
Thank you for that visual that you just had.
I didn't. Whatever. So yeah, we should probably get going, right?
Yeah, I also think. I mean, not just for like getting hit and stuff. We don't know what we're going to be coming up on in there, and maybe there's the off chance it might block out some like psychic hell visions and stuff.
Is Win joking? Is Win just trying to get Victoria to get this
No,
outfit?
he's
Okay.
being serious.
Victoria's
very
concerned about-
suspicious. Like her friend and her boyfriend are both trying to like be nice and like protect her, and she's
boyfriend
like, "Are
did
you
just
fucking kidding
try-
me?"
She did just try to put Sal in the most ridiculous outfit. That did just happen.
That's fair.
All right, but if anybody takes a picture of me, I swear I will stab you in your leg.
Noted.
Fair.
All right. Well, I have all manner of knives and silver implements and my big spear. And
Oh,
anyone have access to a machine gun? I mean, I feel like that just like might cover our bases. But if not, I get it. It's cool.
I haven't used my armory yet.
Machine gun, machine gun, machine gun.
I doubt there'd be a
Not
machine
based
gun in
on
there.
the tags that you have in there. You could probably
No.
find a really big crossbow.
Yeah, well, I was thinking. So we know I'm pulling up the armory thing. It
Mhm.
is you have a stockpile of mystical and rare monster killing weapons and items. You need a special weapon, roll weird. What I was thinking about is we all have like items that might help us with taking on like a single enemy and stuff, swords and things like that. I was wondering if maybe there was some sort of like, and I'm being completely serious, some sort of holy grenade that we could use to take out like a wide area of things, more like magical, less like explosive, something we could use to like temporarily banish like a large group of demons that we might come across to if we start getting like overwhelmed.
You want a holy hand grenade?
I want a holy hand grenade, yes.
Don't you have to roll for this?
I do have to roll for this, yes.
Okay, let's roll. Roll it.
Wonderful.
Holy hand grenade.
Do I get... Hold on. I got so many things. +1 when knowingly investigating, pursuing, or fighting the breed of monster. I don't know if this
No.
goes towards... Or +1 towards directly helping me uphold my oath.
No, not for
Okay.
just going into a closet and looking to
Not
see if
shopping?
you have stuff.
Okay.
No.
I would be remiss if I didn't at
No.
least ask.
Ask.
Oh,
No.
that's a 5.
What happens if you fail?
On a miss, you've got the wrong thing.
You find a holy hand grenade.
Okay. It's just going to be a real grenade and we're all going to get hurt.
You find one grenade that's got some sort of old arcane etching on it, which you think is Latin, but it must be a weird dialect or something because you are having a really hard time reading it, but you're pretty sure you got it.
All right. Yeah, I picked up some extra
It says
things,
"fuck
too.
you" in Etruscan, is what it says. So yeah.
I got some
It's a
extra things that
joke,
might
but it's
help.
funnier in Enochian.
I got some things that might help too. So I think we're good.
All right. Yeah, let's get going. And Vic, you're ready to, once we get through, just head to Rex.
Yep.
All right.
If I die, I mean, I guess you don't have to. You can tell my parents what happened. They're not gonna be like surprised by it.
You're not gonna die. It's gonna be fine.
I'm just saying, it's good to prepare.
All right. Let's be positive. Positive energy
Oh.
here.
Give my pom poms to Tammy.
We're not going through this right now, okay?
I have a lot of things to tell all of you, but one, I've already died, so you've already heard my will, so there's not much else to say. And two, I'll tell it all to you when we get back, because none of us are gonna die. Okay?
Exactly.
All right.
All right. Looks to the other fangs that are gathered with us.
Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, what's up?
Yes, they have arrived. Who did I tell you?
It
Two
Two
was-
casters and Haley.
2 casters and Haley.
Yeah.
Right. So, we doing this or we doing this?
We're doing this. Y'all ready?
Fuck no.
We're going to
Good.
hell on purpose. You ready?
On purpose. And
Hey,
I
I've done it
go
once
with you.
before, and I came out just fine, so we should be good.
Looks at Victoria as she finishes putting on the suit.
Stop that.
It's helpful. It's like
Is it?
energy resistant. Yeah. It is. What?
Are these strappies supposed to go?
Yeah, come here. I'll take care of that for you. Yeah. No, they go around. Well, you're a little smaller than when. Okay, maybe one more time. Yeah. Okay. No, you know, I'll just tie that. I can tie that. That's fine. Yeah, it's good.
Looks good.
Shut up.
All right.
Oh, I didn't name the other 2. Let's name the other 2.
Charles.
And
Xander.
I was gonna go with Kenneth. I like Xander better.
okay.
Go full Buffy game.
Charles and Xander in their whatever it is the casters wear. I don't know. Whatever the magic people wear. I assume you all just wear the armor.
Just wear the armor, yeah.
Just wear the armor. Swords at their sides still. Obviously combat trained. But with pouches kind of hanging off their belts, components. One of them has a large sort of crystal hanging around his neck. They turn and Haley gives a nod and all right, you shit. Let's get this over with.
All right. I'll head through first.
Be right behind you.
Wynn steps up to the portal, gives one last look over to Major Tom and the gang, and steps through.
All right. You step
Looks
through.
looks back to Haley. Wouldn't it be really funny if we just like waited and pretend like we got lost or something?
Oh my god, let's do that. How long do you think we can wait before he'll come back?
Like 10 seconds. He'll probably freak out by count 5, but
Wait,
we'll
wait,
give him a
Victoria,
little
don't go,
time to
don't go.
Wait, just wait.
Whoa.
Yeah, just wait. Just 1 second. 2, 3, 4, 5,
Should we hide?
6. So yeah, get to the sides.
Just get to the
7.
side of the wall.
What are we doing?
7.
I can't move very well.
Over here. Just grab your arm. 8, 9.
I think
read
maybe
my
sends
thoughts.
like Belial back through.
Belial, come here.
Oh, what?
Playing a trick. Come here.
Oh. He flies over to you.
Yeah, you guys
Hides in
do
the
know that
shadow.
we're about to like take on a full ass demon, and it's not really a great time to be joking about it.
Oh my god, you know.
It's the only
fun.
time to be joking about it.
Belial, are they still there? Is everything all right? Hey, buddy. God damn it. When like sticks his head back through.
Everybody is. You don't see everybody, except you can probably see Victoria. You don't see anybody else at first, and then you realize they're all pressed up against the wall by the portal.
Real mature, everyone. Come on.
Yeah, we got you. Okay. Game faces. All right. Come
Come on. A
on.
bit of levity never hurt.
You know, I expected it from everyone else, but Haley, really? Come on.
How the fuck do you think I kept this job so long?
Right.
I'd go crazy if I took things as seriously as you.
Yeah.
She's also a pleasure to work with.
Thank you.
Hmm?
I'm an excellent supervisor.
Tori walks through the portal.
And
All
we're
right.
going. All right, let's go.
Let's go. and you follow behind Sally, Haley close behind, Charles and Xander following along. They're probably not going to talk a whole lot unless you directly address them.
So Xander, how things been going?
Oh, pretty good. Getting ready to graduate next semester. So
Nice. You got that situation worked out with that paper you're writing?
Yeah, I really appreciate that a lot. Actually, you helped me out with that. That was some real good advice. I'd always used MLA, never had to use APA before, so I was really struggling.
Right. Well, good to see everything's working out for you, buddy.
Those might be the most stressful sentences that you've ever uttered here. That takes me way back and is terrifying.
It's a real thing that happened to me in grad school. I had to learn APA at fucking 25 years old. Okay. Charles doesn't say anything. You make your way one by one through the portal, and as you walk along, Wynn and Sally, this area is sort of familiar to you. You've been here before. As you sort of walk past Victoria, you seeing it for the first time, this path that's kind of cut through what looks like a forest, sort of these tall pine trees, except everything is these shades of like red and orange and sort of like dark like burgundy, and the ground beneath your feet is sort of this dark like obsidian stone. You don't know how anything would grow out of it. And then sort of running through it, and you recognize this you saw before, are just these hairline cracks that you can see a sort of orange glow coming through. What would you all like to do?
All right. I think we go ahead and go with the plan.
Yeah.
Vic, you ready?
Zara, I'll ever be.
Maybe
Alright.
let Rex know, like, right away, like, as soon as you poof in, be like, hey, it's Vic, so she doesn't think that, like the man is after her. Because if anything, like, just someone shows up in, like, a, astronaut suit, she's gonna immediately think it's, like, a government agency or something.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. All right. Go as quick as possible. I mean, if we don't hear from you, if you're not back here in like 5
30
minutes.
seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. All right.
All right. Hopefully I see y'all soon.
You will.
Flutter. I'm gonna go to Rex.
Flutter, and you're gonna go to, and you don't have to roll just to teleport yourself, right?
Mm-mm.
All right. You hear a flutter of dragonfly wings, and Victoria pops out of existence and pops into existence somewhere else. Victoria, your feet hit the ground, and at first it feels like you have landed in water until you hear a hissing sound, and you start to feel this horrible heat burning through the bottoms of your boots. You're in a circular stone room with a grate at the top, and you can see a lava flow sort of pouring in, the ground now covered in lava. You see Rex looking very different than you remember her. She is still thin and small, but she's not no longer wiry. She is sort of sinewy and muscular. Her hair has gone just snow white, and she's been sort of as if she's been sort of like hacking it off to keep it short. And you see she has driven Sally's big ass sword down sort of into the ground, into like the mortar between some of the stones, and is standing on the hilt of it, sort of balancing herself against the wall. And she starts and almost falls. Are you
It's
real?
me. Yes, I'm real. Hold on.
Say something only you would know.
I can't read your mind because you wear an amulet.
You know, I'll take it.
Okay. I'm gonna try and transport her out of there.
Okay. She grabs a sword and she goes to grab onto your hand as the lava starts to eat through these boots that are on your feet, and then the other boots that are on your feet. Go ahead and roll.
All right, let's go, champ. It's an 11.
Okay, just as you start to feel the pain in the bottoms of your feet and around your ankles, Rex reaches out to grab your arm from her perch, and you teleport the two of you out. Where are you going?
Exactly where it was.
Exactly where you were. All right. Victoria and Rex, sort of clutching onto this sword, appear in front of both of you. Victoria now basically barefoot.
Ow, fuck.
Feet kind of, your feet look like they're sunburned.
You okay?
Yeah. Fucking lava.
Lava?
Hell. Lava.
Technically, the demon realm, hell doesn't exist.
Whatever. Were
Hi.
they trying to like drown you or what? What were they doing?
No idea. It's something different every week.
Oh.
Sal just grabs her, gives her a huge hug.
She hugs you back.
Glad to see you,
Sure.
Rex.
It's really good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Don't chase me into hell portals! That was stupid!
Should we adjourn this outside?
Let's see if we can get Rex out. If we can get Rex out, then we'll come back in to make our attack and figure out what we're doing.
Wait, is Rex wearing her amulet?
Yes.
Rex, take that off. I need to check.
Check what? If it's really me.
Mm-hmm.
She takes it off. Apparently unfazed by this.
I'd like to read her surface thoughts. Are they Rex's? Well, are they what I assume Rex's thoughts would be?
Which is
They're
like all the screaming of like 800 radios.
yeah, pretty much. It's kind of painful in there, and there's a different sort of tone to it now. The tone you would expect as somebody who's been stuck around a bunch of demons for a while. As far as you can tell, it's her.
All right, please put that back on. Oof.
Sorry.
It's all right. Just a lot more radio static than I'm used to. So let's get out of here, yeah?
Yeah, see if we can get out.
I really don't think he's going to let me leave.
Well, let's try.
Okay. All of you make your way back toward the Hellmouth, and you get about 10 feet away, and you are stopped. It's almost like you've run into a wall, like a barrier that wasn't there before. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Shit. All right. Well.
Can you fight?
Hell yeah, I can fight. What do you think I've been doing this whole time?
It's my girl.
Vic probably shouldn't be walking around here barefoot, though.
I don't think we have a choice. I'll just Hold on. She undoes the stuff and gets out of the suit and then like takes her shirt and rips it so that she could tie it around her feet. Puts the suit back on.
The suit is pretty compromised at this point.
So you're saying it's not worth it to wear it?
I'm saying you would know this because the whole bottom part of it has basically burned away. The whole like where the boots would be are pretty much gone. So there's nothing there's no seal.
Oh, right. There's no seal
anymore.
on it. Okay. Yeah. All right. She'll just leave it off. And she's wearing a crop top now.
Crop top in hell. All right.
At least it's warm.
All right.
So what's the plan?
We're taking the fight to Z.
Yeah.
You know he's got a whole army, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why we're going to do this quick and quiet. Do you know of any places we might get in, like where he hangs out doing his evil masterminding?
That's the problem. It changes.
How so?
Well, it's his house. He can make it look like whatever he wants.
Is this some City of Dish shit? Like his tower moves and... Ah, motherfucker.
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
Except it doesn't really move, it just changes.
That's fine. We can figure something out. I mean, we got some people here that have a connection to him. He's got to be doing something to be able to keep you out. We can maybe work some magic here, try to come up with some sort of location spell for him. At least help like triangulate where he's at.
How close do we gotta be to pull off this spell? The thing we got? The thing that Isabel found?
All right, the locking spell. I don't know how much. What were the like parameters of that? Like, I assumed it was something we're gonna have to like weaken him first and then do it. But what does it say?
Believe all I told you is that you have to be within his realm.
Okay.
So does that mean we can do it here? I mean, he's controlling this. He's not letting us go.
I don't know if this is his direct realm. Sally, you would know better than us.
Does this seem like his direct realm?
No, this is more of a transitionary place between different realms.
Would I vaguely know where his realm is? Could I do a weird roll of some kind to try and like sense it?
Sure, why not?
I'm his chosen or some shit.
Sure. Roll plus weird.
That's a 10.
Okay. You open up your mind willingly for one of the first times, and you try to get a general sense of where Zathron's presence is the strongest, and you start to feel a tug in a particular direction. I'm not gonna say like south or whatever because it doesn't really exist here.
That way.
All right. You sure?
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay. I think our best plan is to get inside his domain, get somewhere we can...
1 foot in, get somewhere, do this shit.
Yeah, we'll get somewhere defensible, I think, because once we start this magic, he's probably going to know, and either he's going to come directly or he's going to send some people to. So, what I'm thinking is if we can find like a building or a room or something like that, we try to ward ward the space from creatures getting in, from demons entering. Might not keep him out, but might keep the lower level ones out. And then while our magic experts are doing that, we get the ritual started.
All right.
I have an idea for a place.
All right.
Okay.
The well.
What's the well?
It's a well of souls. Sort of where he keeps them. The ones that he likes, the people he protected, I guess.
Oh.
It's where you guys are gonna go.
Cool.
Oh. Sweet. Well,
Maybe we shouldn't do it there. Maybe you don't want to see that.
I mean, is there a reason why you think it might be a good spot? Central to his power or something?
Well, there's a shit ton of power to draw from in there. And generally, no one's there. No one's allowed in.
Bunch of souls.
Yeah.
Are they gonna maybe want to help us? Or are they not gonna like us being there?
I mean, I can't imagine they all like the big guy.
Well, I imagine they're probably trapped in this well too. So we stay just outside of it.
Most of them did what you did. Made a deal.
Well, maybe they'd be willing to lend us some strength if it might mean they might get free. You know, sort of Dragon Ball Z style.
Yeah.
Just spirit bomb
dope.
them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Okay. Can you guide us there once we get to the city?
I can try. He hasn't locked everything down and moved all around.
All right.
He definitely knows I'm gone by now.
Well, let's give this a shot. Not give him too long to come up with a plan or start looking for us.
Okay.
All right. Let's go then. Vic, you all right?
Yeah, just a little over my head.
It's gonna be good. You just focus on getting the spell up and running.
Yeah, you know, super good with the magic, so I'm, really confident in my abilities.
You're fine. You know what you're doing. Just follow the instructions.
Yeah, you just teleported me out of a room full of lava, so
well, that's
I'm
different.
pretty sure you can handle it.
That's a thing that I could just do. She teleports around a little bit.
Well, so is magic.
Right,
got it.
So, into the well. Are we going in the well? Are we going around the well? Around the well?
I was sort of picturing there's like a room with a big like hole in the ground and all the whole souls in there, and we're gonna be like in the area around the well.
It's kind of like oh yeah, did you ever watch Hercules?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Rex, did you see me before just today?
I've seen you lots of times. All of you.
Oh. Were you tied to a stake about to be burned? And I talked to Zathron?
Yeah, by my count, that was about in here 2 weeks ago. There's not really a day-night cycle, so I've had to just sort of track time.
I had a vision, but they're not usually real and interactive, so.
Well, that was really you, huh?
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody sass him like that before.
Thanks.
It was pretty awesome. I was totally sure he was going to kill you.
Still mad.
All right, let's get moving.
We get moving.
All right, Rex picks up the sword, throws it on her back. It's still taller than she is.
Full on anime sword. I love it.
Yeah, she's just a character from Monster Hunter now. And Haley and Charles and Xander follow along, and Sally, you begin making your way toward the realm of Zatheron. You walk for quite a while. The landscape not really changing much. Occasionally you'll see, when you've seen them before, these kind of winged creatures that will fly overhead, sort of screeching and making noise, fighting over food. Occasionally you'll hear sort of a rustling from the trees, and you'll see things kind of peeking out at you, red eyes, but nothing really approaches you. You're a large group, and you're much bigger than most of these creatures. You see at one point, sort of stalking along through the trees, almost what looks like a cougar, but it sort of turns its head towards you. It's has this sort of dark like burgundy red pelt, and it turns its head towards you. It's got glowing sort of red eyes, and it bares its teeth a little bit, but doesn't approach. You see a lot of things that look as though they are it's almost like they're mimicking Georgia. It looks a lot like the national forest. The trees look like pine trees. The animals look like weird, kind of twisted versions of things you've seen before. It is, I don't like to speak for character decisions, but I think very unsettling at how you are sort of in a very hot in Georgia too. You're sort of in a palette swapped version of your home.
This is weird.
It's like mid-July, right? Like hotter than mid-July, but it's just very.
This is a dry heat, though, so you know.
Yeah, that's nice.
Are we getting the impression that things are like laid out in like similar ways? Like if we're in the forest where we would expect like the town to be, is like that. Are we seeing
it certainly feels that way.
Okay.
It feels very familiar.
In the direction that we are heading, if we were back in Cedar Grove, where would we be heading to?
You would be heading. Right now, you'd be heading deeper into the forest, sort of like in the general Mothman direction.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to get an idea of whether his actual domain is set up like right on campus or like right in the middle of town or something like that. All right. Wynn doesn't probably say much else about it. Just keeps his eye out.
Okay. Any other conversations you want to have?
So Charles,
Okay. So you keep walking. You walk for quite a while, until finally around you the landscape starts to change. The trees start to thin out a little bit, and Victoria, you start to see in the distance a large gate that looks familiar to you. It is all sort of black spiked steel, a large portcullis that has been lowered. And as you approach, you can see all the trees sort of cleared out, and inside what looks like a city, like an entire city, sort of out here in the center of everything, buildings and things. Victoria, it looks vaguely familiar to you, and in the sort of in the back up on the hill, you can see that large black fortress with its tall spires sort of spiraling up towards the sky.
And where exactly is this well, Rex?
Well, the last time I was there, it was sort of in the center. I don't think it really moves like everything else does, but we'd have to get to the center of the city.
And how are we gonna do that unseen?
I was kind of hoping it was like the well outside of town. That way we're like not in the middle of the city that this big demon lord runs.
I mean, I could hop around, try and find it, just go where I can see. Just head back here. Better than all of us.
Yeah, I mean, either that or I could send Belial in. He might be a little less suspicious as a demon here.
Yeah. He's got a little bit more, I don't know, less likely to anyone look twice at him.
Belial, you up for that?
Yeah, I could do that.
Alright.
Well.
Yeah. Looking for the well. Stay in the shadows. Don't let anybody see you.
Okay.
Alright.
And no singing Kelly Clarkson. They'll
Let's
know
go with no
you're
singing
not
at
from
all.
hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. If anything happens, head back here right away, okay?
Okay, you got it.
Alright.
I'm gonna have you roll win and act under pressure
Okay.
for your good buddy Belial.
Alrighty. Does this count towards investigating my...
He
Or
doesn't get
pursuing
your
my-
benefits.
Nah, that's fair.
He gets your stat, and that's enough because I think your cool is high.
That's a 13.
Okay, yeah. Belial fades into the shadows of one of the buildings, and you can see just barely him sort of moving along into the city.
Do I get the advanced options if this is with Belial, or?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Because I have all the moves advanced, so.
Of course you do.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
which
you
is...
rise above the pressure completely.
So you can choose either to do what you wanted and something extra, or do what you wanted to absolute perfection. What I was thinking is that maybe Belial finds some way for us to get in while he's scouting.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, he's gone for a few minutes. And as you wait for him, is there anything you want to do while you're waiting? No. He's gone for a few minutes. You wait for him, and as you're waiting, maybe 5 minutes later, when in your head you hear his voice.
I found it.
You sure, buddy?
Yeah,
All right.
positive.
Can you come back here and lead us towards it?
Yeah. I think there's a tunnel.
A tunnel.
There's a tunnel that goes into it.
All right. Can you show us where that tunnel is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come back here quick.
Okay.
He pops back to you a little bit later.
Okay. I'm gonna go around the side. I don't know what it's for, but I found a tunnel I think goes in there. Do they have to, like, bring souls in? How does that work?
I would guess so. Especially if you need to put them somewhere. Sure.
Okay. Well, follow me. It's around the side.
All right. I think this might be some sort of soul loading dock.
Soul siphon?
This isn't the sewer, right?
Soul sewer?
I don't think so.
Do demons need a sewer?
Oh yeah, demon shit. But I mean, like,
All right.
I am wearing cloths on my feet.
If
Right.
I need to, I'll carry you through.
Yes, you will.
Yes, I will.
All right. You follow Belial around the side, and you see another gate. This one smaller, that looks like it leads into the side of the city. Directly past it, you can see where there is there are a couple of what look like people, sort of like people with large horns like Surza's, standing sort of by this. From far away, it looks like a hole in the ground, but a sort of part of the stone that slopes down underground.
That's it.
Does it look like if we head down through the tunnel that the demons won't see us? Can we do this in a stealthy manner?
They'll see you. They look like they might even be guarding the tunnel.
Maybe we come up with something to draw them off.
Yeah.
Xander, you're fast, right?
You're joking.
She's joking.
I
She's
got
joking.
it. I got it. Funny. It's real funny.
Any of y'all got like a...
I am on the track field team. Just so clear.
Oh, okay.
You're muted if you're talking, LB. Still can't hear you.
That's what I was saying. But I whispered it.
Any of you magic types got like a, I don't know, an illusion or something? Like a, hey, look over here.
Xander sort of looks to Charles, and Charles pipes up. I could try to make something like that. What are we thinking?
I mean, like even just like a me, like flipping the bird and like running the other direction.
Actually, a duplicate of one of you would probably be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, do me.
Yeah, I think maybe make it a little bit more likely you're looking like she's trying to sneak in, gets seen, runs away.
Okay.
I think the flipping the bird thing might be a little suspicious.
Fine.
They are demons. I don't know what that means down here.
Fair.
Okay, so Sally inside the gate, trying to sneak in, and then runs off into the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Do we want to cause that much attention right now?
I
What
think
if we just make it like a really hot demon and see if they can draw off that way?
try to seduce them with an illusion.
Are we literally pulling like a Looney Tunes? Like, are their eyeballs gonna pop out and they're gonna go like, "Woo!"
They're
Hubba,
demons.
hubba.
They might.
My thought
I
is
don't know what they do.
if they see one of us, they'll go after him rather than causing some big stink and bringing down the big boss.
All right.
I mean, if they don't go for it, we can go with the seduction plan.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Let's see. There, your guys win, so I'm gonna have you roll. We're gonna have him roll to act under pressure to be able to keep this up, because he can definitely do it.
Okay. Boy, I'm glad I've upped my cool for this.
Well, then roll plus cool.
That's a 10.
Okay. You see Charles shut his eyes, and he starts to sort of mutter under his breath, and he moves his hands in a couple of different formations in front of him. The crystal around his neck starts to glow this like light, almost like green, this like very, very light, sort of soft green, as Xander watches him, and you see just a little trail of magic kind of leave his fingers and head towards the gate, and materializing slowly is basically an exact replica of Sally. She doesn't speak or anything, but she begins to sort of creep along the side of one of the building, and you hear Charles sort of muttering the entire time, trying to keep the magic going and stable. You hear a shout, and he quickly begins to move his hands in sort of a different formation, starts to mutter something else, and you see the two demons start to chase after this replica that he's made, as she bolts. He has her bolt sort of off into one of these alleys and kind of between some of the buildings, and they run after her, pulling weapons. And then he, as they run off, he lets it go.
That's our cue. Also, my ass looked great. Like, were you really looking at it to get it like that?
Bro, I've seen it all the time. It looks amazing.
Well, thanks. All right, let's go.
It's all those squats.
Charles doesn't know what to say to that. Just looks at Xander and just kind of keep going. All right, so you head in through the gate very quickly, creeping along, moving down into this tunnel. And you notice as you get down sort of underground, you can still see some of these cracks where there's lava flow, but they get less and less as you move along. It's sort of this round, like carved out stone tunnel, almost perfectly round. And it starts to get cold. Like Victoria, you can feel it, like the stone is cold under your feet, and it gets sort of colder and colder as you move along. And it is incredibly dark down here. I don't know if you guys have something that would be considered a light source. I guess you guys cell phones.
Cell phone, yeah, that's where I was going.
You take out a flashlight, and you see as you shine the light on them, the lava cracks start to get fewer and fewer, but these other cracks start to sort of take their place, and you can see in these hairline cracks this like light blue, sort of like bluish green glow, like these veins that are kind of snaking their way down the tunnel. It's still very dark, but as you get closer and closer and it gets colder and colder, these veins start to open up and you start to hear whispers coming from them. And as you reach the end of this tunnel, it opens up into this huge cavernous room where these veins sort of snake up the walls and onto the ceiling, and you see just these pinpoints of light, of this like bluish green light. They look like fireflies almost, or like the little fairy orbs that like Nessa used to leave around. Just these points of light, and as you enter the room they start to glow a little bit brighter, and you hear the whispers sort of get louder and kind of tumble over each other as they start to kind of swirl around you.
All right. You think we're close enough now?
Well,
You're in the city, right?
Yeah, and we're surrounded by a bunch of souls.
Victoria,
Ugh.
you have specialized.
I do have specialized.
You, with your sight, you can see sort of as everybody moves into the room and is kind of is taken aback, kind of in awe at what is going on in here. You see a few of these pinpoints of light kind of float down near you, and as they get close, the rest of you can't see this. You just see the little balls of light, but they sort of float to the ground and they start to take sort of like vaguely humanoid shapes, and they start to come into focus. Like you can see what these people used to look like, and they just kind of watch you.
Victoria's kind of like, she randomly, because you guys can't see what she can see, she kind of like starts like maneuvering, like she's like doesn't want something to touch her, and she'll kind of like back up into Win, like she's like wants to be close to him, like, oh,
What?
bunch of souls, I can see the people. Ugh.
All right. Are you getting a vibe that they're gonna try to fuck with us?
No, they're just watching.
You
But
want to
if-
talk to him?
Do you want me to talk to them?
Maybe let him know we want to, I don't know, set him free?
She turns to the one who's close to her. Ha!
You look familiar.
I get that a lot. How's it going?
She just kind of blinks. She looks over at Sally, looks over at Win. I know them.
Okay. How?
They were in my dorm room.
Oh. Oh. One of the ghosts said, sorry. I remembered who that was, and then I remembered that Victoria wasn't there, so I
She
had
was not.
No. Do you guys, this one says that they remember you and you were in their dorm room.
You see her walk like very close to Sally and Win, just kind of looking around. All you guys see is this little sort of orb of light that just kind of floats.
Trying to remember, because it was over a year ago.
Almost 2.
Was it Katie's friend, or was it?
I'm thinking this might actually be the ghost that was
Yeah.
haunting Katie's room.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what the person's name was.
If you guys
Look.
can find her name, I will give you all an XP.
Find the notebook. Fuck.
The person we're looking for the person who died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Molly.
Mm-hmm.
My notes start the session after that.
Of course they do.
Totally.
Molly?
Is your name Molly?
Yeah.
She's a ghost that we, I guess, sort of banished or exorcised.
Did?
Yeah.
Is that why she's
That
here?
why? Is that why all those people died?
What?
That year that she was in school, a bunch of people died. Was that because she was marked? By Zathron?
Were you marked by Zathron?
I didn't know who he was.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Alright. Great. I guess tell her if she and the other souls here are willing to move on, if they will aid us however they can, we think we can take care of Zathron.
Move on where?
She wants to know where.
She can hear you. She's right there.
Somewhere better, I guess. I don't know where they go when they're not stuck here in the demon realm, but I gotta hope it's better than here.
They sent me here.
You sent her here.
Where would they send me next?
We didn't know she was coming here. We
Yeah.
just planned on sending her to the afterlife.
Where else is there?
I mean, I've died, but I always end up here, so I'm not the best person to ask. I don't.
As far as I know, and I'm not an expert on this, so maybe Haley wants to chime in here, but that people aren't supposed to end up here. When we die, we're supposed to go somewhere else. And Zathron has marked you and is keeping you here to use you, I guess. We want to keep Zathron from killing any more people and making deals like this and bringing more people here. So, if you'll work with us, you and the others, we can at least free you from his control.
Can you roll plus charm for me?
Make
Okay.
her your friend.
Will they all become my allies if I roll a 12 plus?
Good luck.
Well, that's a 12.
Okay. So it's the advanced.
All my good rolls are going for these. Once the fight starts, I'm dead. I'm so dead.
You absolutely convince them they do what you want right now. Become your ally for the rest of the mystery. Okay. Yeah.
Or if you do
it's-
enough for them permanently, and I would say sending her to not heaven, might earn me some favor with someone. Have a Casper friend.
Depends. You're the one that sent her here. So
Tomato potato.
Victoria, you see her sort of cock her head, and then she looks to you. Are they telling the truth?
Yes, they are telling the truth.
I trust you.
You trust me?
You can see us.
Right.
Your mind is open.
Yes, it is.
What can we do?
Can you... They say they will help us, and they want to know what they can do. Can you sense him?
Dathron.
Yeah.
No.
Where he is? No? Okay.
He is ever present.
Mm.
There's
Like a stinky fart.
gathering from what you're saying. If they're willing to help, there's two things we need right now, which is power to draw on to do this binding, and the other is making sure every demon from Zathron's army doesn't come pouring down here. So, I know we watched that Lord of the Rings movie with you made me see the other day, and they had that ghost army, if they're willing to do a ghost army thing.
Can you do that? Have you seen that movie?
Do you get Netflix down here?
Well, it came out a long time ago. I mean, they might have seen it when they were alive.
Do you have
They made
Blockbuster?
movies
Is this where
of Lord
Blockbuster
of the
went?
Rings. She died in the 80s.
Oh, that's
Oh shoot, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
they
read the
totally made
books.
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty dope.
All right.
Sounds nice.
If you can defend us against Zathron's minions while we work this spell, that'll give us the time we need to imprison him here, and hopefully that'll break your bindings and set you free.
We cannot harm him until we are unbound.
Okay. Is there a glyph or a ward that he has around here in the well?
You see her, Victoria, you see her sort of look up, and the veins that sort of snake through the walls up to the ceiling, you see them sort of crisscross into several arcane glyphs along the ceiling.
All right. Vic, do you think you can try to break that binding?
There's something in the book about that. Hold on, let me check. Victoria starts leafing through her book that she took notes in. Let's see. Is there something I can do about that?
This would be a big
I
magic.
think I think this would be considered a big magic, because you can banish like curses and stuff with magic, so I don't see why you couldn't like break bindings and things like that.
In
Yeah.
normal use magic, there is a banish a spirit or curse from a person, place, or object.
I don't see why you couldn't turn that into a big magic. So yeah, I'll say you can do it. You will have to use magic as part of it. It has to be cast at a particular place. Obviously, you're in the place. And it is going to take a long time, is going to be your other stipulation from big magic. So you could do it. It's probably going to take you a couple of hours.
I mean, there's a spell for it, but it's going to take me a few hours to do it.
Shit. I don't know how long we're going to have here before someone finds us, but
Right.
that seems to be our best option.
Well, why can't we just start the other spell? I mean, if you're
Isn't
going to
that
be
also gonna take a while?
here. Exactly.
I'm worried that if we start the spell, I mean, either one, I'm worried that he's going to sense it and start sending people this way.
Right, so do we wait 2 hours to do this spell, or do we wait 2 hours and do the other one?
I don't know.
What exactly is this seal doing?
So the seal is keeping them, one, in the well itself, and two, is sort of dampening any any sort of drive they might have to harm anyone, or any sort of magical ability they might have to use any sort of like residual power that they currently have.
Yeah, is it worth it to have them or to not have them, I guess? No offense.
So without that thing broken, there's nothing they can do to help us.
Right. Wait, can you guys like attack? Can he make you attack us?
I don't know.
Solid.
He never has before, but no one comes down here.
That's a maybe.
Plus, if he's keeping them here for a reason. With them here, even if we bind him, if we get attacked, I mean, I'm assuming he can still use their powers. And if we're going to set him free, I think we should do that first.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Plus, if that's a big, hit to his power supply, I'm down for taking care of that before we try to take him out too.
All right. Guard me for the next 2 hours, I guess.
That I can do.
Okay. Victoria, you begin the spell. You see every so often a few of the other orbs will sort of float down, and you can kind of see them take on the shapes of people as if they're kind of watching to see what you're going to do. They don't get too close. They just kind of hover around. The rest of you just see these orbs of light kind of floating around, a few of them kind of circling Victoria. I'm going to have you roll to use magic.
It's a 12.
Okay.
I do have it advanced.
Okay, so on a 12 plus, you are infused with magical power. What you want to do happens, and you have some extra benefit on top of that.
This is not in big magic, just normal magic?
No, this isn't use magic.
Okie dokie.
Can you do it faster?
That's what I was going to offer you.
Yeah.
I was thinking either doing it faster or like somehow channeling that into the next spell too.
Mhm.
Like a +1 forward to do the next spell?
I mean, that's up to you guys, I guess. Do you want
Don't
me
you
to
already
be fast?
you already get something with like a +1 forward after you use magic to your next.
That's
magic.
Abby.
That's Abby.
Oh, that's right.
I'll let you choose. Either a +1, or you can essentially cut the time it would take to do this in half.
Let's go with the time. I think that's probably more.
The time, yeah.
Yeah.
Faster the better.
Okay.
She really
so
gets in her groove and starts like dancing as she's doing it.
you are infused with magical power, and you see several of the as the runes one by one start to fracture. You see a few of the orbs sort of float down, and they don't touch Victoria, but they sort of hover around her, and you can see these tiny, just very tiny tendrils of magic coming off of them and sort of flowing toward her. Victoria, you see a few of these souls sort of stand next to you, and every so often one of them will sort of reach out and just gently, you can't feel it, but we'll put a hand on your shoulder, and you feel this kind of like surge of energy, almost like from your adrenaline, but more comforting. It's a calmer sort of
Less Pulp
energy.
Fiction.
Yeah, it's a calmer sort of energy, and you're able to focus. And about an hour later, the last of the seals cracks, and the orbs of light all sort of glow very, very brightly for a moment, and then you all hear a voice sort of echoing throughout the cavern. It says,
What have you done?
Are we all hearing this?
mm-hmm.
Sup, C?
Hey, Demon Daddy.
Kill them.
And you start to hear noise coming from the tunnel. And I think that is where we're going to go ahead and take our break.
Aren't you glad we have a ghost army now?
Ghost Army!
Ghost Army. Ghost Army. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us so far. We're going to take a quick bio break. So get some water, get something to drink, get a snack, take your meds, stretch, do whatever it is you need to do. We will be back in just a few short minutes to see what happens next. So stick around. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us during our break. And thank you to our wonderful friends here in the chat for those gifted subs. We weren't here when you gave them out, but we're here now. So thank you very much for those, and everyone else for your wonderful contributions. They keep our channel here going. So thanks, and we love you very much. And now it's time to fight some demons. So we're gonna pick up where we left off as you hear a clattering coming from down the hall as several of these large horned creatures come running into the room. These sort of large, almost like buster swords drawn, two hands, getting ready to take you out. You have a moment to react before they reach you. What would you like to do?
Get started now.
I get started now.
You get started now. Okay.
Head off
Get
toward
to
the
that in a
tunnel
second.
so we can bottleneck those bitches.
Okay.
Yeah, Wynn also follows along with, I think, dramatically gives Victoria a kiss and an encouragement, and then chases after Sal to back her up.
I love you.
I love
Go
you too.
Dad.
Try not to.
All right. Charles and Xander are going to sort of hang back and stay with you, Victoria. Swords drawn. And Haley and Rex run up into the fray. Sally, you probably get there first. So I'm going to say, go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
Question.
Yes.
This will be the first time as a human that Sally kicks some ass.
Hmm?
She would need to do this with tough now, correct?
That is correct.
It doesn't really matter because they're both the same number, but I'm just checking. Okay.
But it matters in your heart.
It does matter in my heart. So yeah, she runs not as fast and she hits. Maybe not as hard, but still pretty damn hard. That's a 7.
Okay, so you inflict harm on each other. So Sally, you run in with your spear, I assume. Go and take a large lunge towards one of these demons, you manage to clip it in the side, but not before it swings this huge sword around, sort of catching you in the arm. You're gonna take 3 harm from that, minus whatever your armor is now.
Ooh.
Okay. So you are both going to take some harm, but you clip it in the side, and it does a pretty significant amount of damage, this magical spear that you have. When you are there close
4?
behind. 4 harm?
That's the base of it. And again, I'm human now, y'all. All my stuff's gone. So I'm guessing I don't have devastating anymore. When you inflict harm, you can inflict 1 additional harm.
You do
Okay,
not.
so just 4 then. 4.
All right, so 4. So it's going to get some of that with its armor, with its natural armor. When you are close behind.
Yeah, Wynn comes charging in, and it's been practicing with Belial, so just yells out, Form 3, and turns into a panther that kind of streaks forward, leaps over Sal, and then transforms back to Wynn midair, spinning with his sword and cutting across the back of this demon.
Okay. I need you to roll to act under pressure for me.
Okay.
Please.
I can't just do cool things just to be cool.
There's a whole stat for it.
That's an 8.
Okay. You can manage to do this. You are going to, for that moment that you are sort of turning back, Haley has pulled out sort of a large modified crossbow and was going to take a shot. You are going to block her from being able to do so for the moment.
Okay.
Okay. So you just hear fucking Crowley as she moves at the last second, and the bolt goes sort of like careening off to one side. Go ahead and roll to kick some ass for me.
Just yells out as he's slashing. Sorry. And this one, I do get a +1 for fighting
Yes,
the breed
you do.
of monster.
Because they're demons.
And I still only roll an 8.
Okay, so you're gonna inflict harm on each other. So you tumble down, sort of getting to your feet, bring the sword down, cleaving into this demon's shoulder as it rears back with one hand, and it digs these claws into your side. You're gonna take 3 harm.
Okay, so 1 after my
minus your armor. And how much harm your sword do?
4.
4. Okay, so it's gonna take some from its armor as well. Okay,
It's
and
also holy and all that stuff too. That matters.
yes, I'm accounting for that. So yeah, Sally, and when you leap into the fray, Victoria, you are starting the ritual. Yes.
Yes.
I am gonna have you roll to act under pressure.
Oh boy. Plus cool. I am so cool. I have something for this.
Okay.
Because I'm not that cool.
You mean you just lied to me?
Victoria has no cool.
No chill.
You can roll sharp. Oh, instead of charm. Fuck. Okay. Nope. All right. Here we go. I'm so cool. I am. I got a 10.
Okay. You are cool. You remain cool.
So cool.
Under pressure, and you start the ritual. What does this look like? What are you doing at the beginning of this?
Did we talk about this?
Not really.
Okay, good. I will start from scratch then. Victoria is all of her magic has to do with the faith. So she has a spool of red string that she is now attaching to many places around the room in a specific pattern, and will then begin to coat them in melted wax, and when it is done, she will burn it.
That's fucking cool as hell.
Thanks.
Okay, great. So you start to, and you have Charles and Xander to help you. You start sort of giving them directions, pointing out specific spots to put this thread, and you start getting it set up, and it's going really well. You continue on. Sally and Wynn in the middle of the fray. Rex and Haley able to take out a few of these demons. You're sort of trading blows back and forth. Sally and Wynn both able to take a couple of them down with you as well. I'm gonna have both of you, for the ones that remain, go ahead and roll to kick some ass, unless you'd like to do something different.
Unless somebody is like in danger and Wynn needs to protect them, he will focus on taking out as many as he can.
Okay, so let's have Sally go first then.
Okay.
It's really weird for Sally to fight without her, like, super strength. That's a 7.
Okay.
It's taking some getting used to.
Yeah, so one of these demons sort of wheels around on you and has gotten the upper hand a little bit, slashes with huge claws across your chest. You're going to take 3 harm, minus whatever your armor is, as you are then able to, moving a little slowly, but able to do it, swing the sword around and sort of take its head off as it thuds and goes rolling across the ground.
I'm at 4, so am I unstable?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
human.
unstable.
You're human, you bleed a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she'll take that opportunity to be like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. Oh shit, I gotta bleed. And she's gonna start making her way back toward Vic to like bleed where she's told to.
Okay. All right. So you back up and you start bleeding as Victoria is just sort of pointing you in the general direction and trying to stay out of it. And, but she's cool as a fucking cucumber.
Just really trying not to get any on herself.
She's trying really hard. Wynn, sort of the last of the demons, as Rex beside you is with this giant sword that you know is Sally's, that is now sort of pocked and chipped in places and stuff. She is just wailing on them, just sort of running them through, chopping them to bits. Rex looks like she's been doing this as long as Sally has. At this point, what would you like to do?
All right. Yeah, I think like same, trying to cover Sal as she retreats, knowing that he's gonna also have to go back and give some blood for the cause. It kind of stops the demons that are pursuing her and goes for a few big sweeps with his sword to try to fend them off.
Okay, go ahead and roll to smash.
Okay. I also forgot I have another thing that gives me a +1 to kicking ass when I'm using my signature weapon, so I should have had a +2. Wouldn't have been affected the last roll, but that's an 11.
Okay, and let's see. Nope, you have to have a 12 to do the advanced stuff. Okay, so you pick 1 extra effect.
Okay. I'm gonna say suffer less harm.
What is it? -1?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you inflict harm on each other. You start swinging, sort of trying to cut the last few of them down. You manage to do so, but not before one of them with this big sword gets in one large sort of slice across your side. You would take 4, so you're going to take 3 minus
Okay.
your armor.
So I take 1.
So 1.
Okay.
Okay. As you sort of run through the last of these demons, and you head back toward where Victoria is bloody, but not not in any grave danger. Victoria, I'm gonna have you go ahead and roll to use magic.
Cool. I'm just hovering my clicker over the button. That's an 8.
Okay. For this, you're gonna get an effect and a glitch. The effect, I assume, being that the spell works and you want to bind Zatheron. What would you like your glitch to be?
I'll take the harm.
Okay. Take one harm. All right, we'll get to that in a second. Sally, starting to look worse all the time, bleeding pretty profusely. Go ahead and take another harm as you are unstable. As from these many wounds that Sally is now realizing she is no longer used to sustaining, starts to bleed pretty heavily onto the floor, Victoria, in the circle, when you get back in time to see this happening. And Haley sort of kneels down next to her, looking concerned. How much blood do you say this is gonna take?
I get half.
Because she's gonna run out pretty soon.
Shit. Sal, you back off. I'll give what I can.
Okay. Just gonna hold my insights in.
Okay.
Haley, heal her.
Haley is going to, rather than use magic for this, is going to do some first aid, which she can do in the field. So she can at least patch you up for one harm. You're still unstable, but for now everything is bandaged up and sort of held inside. She is sort of very quickly using her field training to do so. So you can knock back one.
Oh, you drink.
Already did.
You get
Win?
2.
When steps up next to Victoria, all right, what do you need from me?
More blood.
Has a big old cut already from the sword slash, so will bleed where it needs to.
Okay, so you press on it, kind of opening it up, bleeding. How much harm are you at?
2.
Okay, so you're gonna take a harm from that. Victoria, with the help of the spirits that are around you, you can tell, you can channel more energy into this ritual because you did the first one, so it's going to take less blood. You can tell you are at about the halfway point with what you need.
With what Sal gave?
With what Sal and Wynn have given, you're gonna need about twice that.
Guys, I'm gonna need more blood. Rex.
All right.
Less than what
Yep.
you're gonna need.
Yep. All
Wait,
right.
no, Rex has been marked too. Can't Rex give some?
Has Rex been marked?
I was assuming so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Rex takes out a knife and sort of slashes across the sort of the meat of the top of her arm and scatters some blood across. Still not enough.
How much more do we need?
If I was gonna count it, probably 2 harms worth.
Sal do one more. Win do one more.
Yeah. Would this be would this also make when unstable hitting 4, or would, because it's not like an injury?
I'm gonna say no,
Okay.
because
Well,
it's
wait.
a different injury.
Sally is at 4
4.
right now
And unstable.
and
Okay.
unstable.
So why
Sally's
doesn't
gonna keep bleeding anyway.
Win will take 2 more?
But I'm gonna keep bleeding anyway.
Well, we need
Just
to
let
stop
me like
that.
direct it. All right.
You're gonna take 2 more.
Yeah.
That will knock you into unstable
Oh,
territory.
will it? Oh, okay.
Let's just do 1 and 1 then.
Let's do 1
Just
on
1
1.
and 1.
Okay, so Sally and Win both take another harm, and you spill a lot of blood onto the floor. Victoria, you finish the ritual, and once the last drops of blood hit, you light the string and the wax aflame, and it burns, sort of falling into the blood, and there is almost like an explosion of energy from the center of this. You're all sort of knocked backwards, kind of end over end. Sally almost knocked unconscious as you kind of crack your head into the wall, already feeling woozy. And you hear from somewhere, you can't tell, but it rings in your ears like it is like making your skull vibrate. All of you do this horrendous scream of many voices sort of ringing through, and then you hear
What have you done?
Are you supposed to be like omnipotent or something? Like, can't you see that? Like, that's the second time you've asked that.
You're grounded, big guy.
Sorry, not sorry.
And I suppose I'll come kill you myself.
Bring it, bitch.
Yeah, maybe don't. Like, maybe we should go.
Yeah,
Like,
we should
since
start
he's-
running.
Yeah, we
But
should
he's
probably
left,
go.
right?
Yeah, here. So maybe we're not here anymore. That'd be really good. Yeah.
Okay, I need to heal Sally, because if she's continuing to bleed out, then that's bad.
Okay, you want to try to stabilize her?
Yeah, I guess.
How you gonna do that?
Magic.
Okay, magic, you can heal 1 harm, cure a disease, or neutralize a poison. Do you have something that can stabilize somebody?
I can hurt people a lot. Hold on.
You
if
can
we-
unstabilize them. You can destabilize them.
Yeah.
If you can heal her as much as you can, then that'll give us more time to get her back.
Yeah, I don't know if like healing 1 isn't gonna do anything, but it is gonna slow it down, I guess.
Could someone else help patch her up with first aid and then you do another one?
It's 1 first aid per injury. So you've got your first aid.
Gotcha.
Okay. So we can only heal her. We can only stabilize her if we get back to the Haven.
Essentially, unless one of you has a move that says it can stabilize her.
No.
Sorry, I'm just looking. Yeah, Abby does. All right, cool. Let's do this.
All right, go ahead and roll to use magic.
8, please.
8, please. So you can heal 1 harm. Sally, you're still unstable, but there is a glitch. Oh, you need to take your 1 harm from
I did. Yeah.
from the ritual. That was from the explosion.
It's from the explosion.
From the explosion. What would you like your glitch to be?
Let's go with a problematic side effect.
Okay.
It's always fun.
Love that. Okay, so Sally, you heal 1 harm, and as everybody is sort of getting up, Victoria, you see as you are starting to channel this magic into Sally, you are still pulling energy from some of these spirits around you, and you see as the energy flows into Sally, a couple of them start to flicker, like their light is about to go out. Do you care?
Whose light? The
A
spirit?
couple of the spirits around you.
No, Victoria doesn't care. Sorry.
Okay. You just hear almost like a gasp coming from them. And then Sally, your wound heals, and these two orbs flicker out in front of you.
What's
and
that
sort of
mean?
Dissipate.
What's that mean? Where'd they go?
Bye-bye. Let's go.
We'll deal with that
Did
later.
I just
Come on.
drink up a soul?
We got to get going.
Okay.
We get going.
You get going. Haley and the rest sort of helping you along. You make your way running as fast as you can down the tunnel and out through that side gate. You make your way around, sort of running across the obsidian ground back toward the path. Before you can, there is a crack, almost like lightning hitting the ground, and standing in front of you, Victoria, you've seen this happen once before, having cracked the rock underneath him, the huge 15-foot tall, sort of dark, shadowy, horned form with these glowing red eyes of Zatheron.
Oh, you're just as ugly the second time.
Leaving so soon.
Yeah, you know, we did our thing and now it's time to go home.
I don't think so.
And materializing in his hand is this huge, sort of shadowy black glaive that he then sort of raises over his head and goes to swing down directly at Sally.
Can I protect her?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to choose to roll a 10 plus, but not being able to choose the suffer little harm option.
Okay, what would you like to choose?
Let's see. All impending danger is now focused on you.
Okay. So how do you protect Sally?
I think swing as he swings the glaive down, Wynn just steps in, blocking with his flaming holy sword to parry the strike, at least kind of like scraping it off to the side, and just yells up at him, "Forget about me, big guy."
You do this, it's very cool. And he sort of, I'm not gonna re-describe what you just described so well. You do it and it's fucking awesome. And there is this loud scraping sound as a glaive sort of scrapes across the ground. And he just growls and you see his eyes sort of flare, and he goes to swing the glaive around directly at you. As you are fighting him, let's see. I'm gonna just go ahead and have you roll to kick some ass.
Okay. It's tough. +2. It's a 10.
Okay, one extra effect.
Force them where you want them.
Okay.
I want to try to get Zatheron away from the others and give them like a clear line to try to make a run for it.
Okay, so you want to force him away from the path so they can go.
Yeah.
Sally, as Wynn has sort of shoved you out of the way, you feel this pain as one of your wounds reopens. Go ahead and take another harm for me. And Wynn, as Zatheron swings this glaive at you. You take the opportunity as you feel it impact you in the side, and it hurts probably worse than anything you've ever felt. You are knocked sideways, but you use that opportunity to take him with you, getting him out of the way and leaving the escape path clear. You're going to take 5 harm.
Okay, can I use my blood bond with Belial to negate this hit?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so Belial, sort of forming out of your shadow, comes up and sort of forms a shield in front of you and to your side, and the glaive sort of digs in, and you all hear this just screech come from him, and then he sort of like dissipates back down into Wynn's shadow.
Buddy, stay out of this.
Oh,
What would the rest of you like to do?
Start pushing everyone toward the exit.
Cool.
Go. Go.
Victoria's gonna do something cool.
Okay.
Boy, I am going to teleport. Is he on his side? Wait,
What do
he's
you
like
mean?
super huge, right, Zathron? How
Yeah,
big
he's
is he?
like 15 feet tall.
Okay. Did he? You said Wynn brought him over. I didn't know if that was. Is he prone or is he?
He's still upright. He is
Okay.
just now. He's been sort of forced around, away from the path.
Cool. Victoria is going to teleport so that she is riding on his shoulders.
Okay.
And then I would like to jinx him.
Okay. So you see Victoria teleport up and sort of wrap her legs around Zathron's shoulders as she now sits atop him, looking very strange, her face in between the horns of his helm. What do you have to roll for Jinx?
Weird.
Get it.
Okie dokie. Oh. I'm gonna have to hit so many buttons. I'll use a luck.
Okay. So we'll treat that as if you rolled a 12, your
Mhm.
dark side gets darker.
Mhm.
What would you like to do with your Jinx?
Let me see. I would like to interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do.
Okay.
How
do you
I would
interfere?
like Victoria places her hands on either side of his face, and she's gonna make his eyes go. Well, no, you know what? She's going to place her hands over his eyes and like push down so that, you know, when you like do that and your eyes get blurry for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's gonna do.
Okay, and you're
She
using your
can
Jinx to make
wield
this take hold.
Yes. Yeah.
Arcane magics.
She's giving herself very strong hands for a moment.
Yeah.
And she covers his eyes.
She's gonna freaking Game of Thrones him. All right, so you all see Victoria, this sort of black tendrils coming off her hands for a moment, reach around and sort of dig in to Zathron's eyes, and there is this like scream that comes up from him. It does harm him to a degree, but he cannot see for the moment, leaving an opening for someone else.
Win, go.
I'm not leaving without you.
I can teleport. Go.
Wynn tries to shove Sally, is keeping himself between the dying Sally and Zathron, and very reluctantly starts to push down the path.
Okay, taking Sally with you?
Yeah, is not going to let her get close to him. At least to take it. At least is not going to let her get hit again.
Sally, do you allow this to happen?
She's not super strong anymore.
No, but if you try to resist it, I'm gonna have you roll. As Wynn is sort of pushing you along. asking the hard questions today.
Really hard.
You're seeing Victoria take initiative for the first time. This is kind
It's
of her
really
moment.
exciting.
It
But
is.
Very exciting.
but
I'm also worried he's about to reach up and snap her neck.
yeah, you know.
That's possible.
What would Sally do? Split second
She tried to
decision.
run back. Damn it.
Go ahead and roll to act under pressure.
Ugh. Sally, why are you so stupid?
Like running back towards Zathron?
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to say to the viewers at home, if one of these fuckers dies, it was not my fault.
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
Don't forget you can use a luck point to negate harm taken. I was just want to point that out there because it's a rule we very rarely use.
Yep.
You can also use a luck point to roll a 12 on something you didn't roll a 12 on.
Yep.
What you got?
That's an 8.
Okay. Worst alcohol price pay. Okay. You can stay. Rex is also gonna stay. That's your
Doing
choice.
this.
She fucking swears like just a litany of like demonic curse words. Like Zathron blushes. Like, oh damn, what'd she just say? She'll go back. Damn it.
All right. So you see Sally start to move back towards Zathron, and Rex. Sally, you see Rex draw the sword again, sort of turning, looking at you, and begin to run your way. And then you change your mind at the last second. You swear, and you take off down the path. Haley and the rest in tow, shouting for Wynn to come with them. Wynn, you can do one more thing. You can stay or you can take off.
I could do one more thing and then take off, or it's just
You can stay or you can take off.
okay.
Essentially.
Wynn will do what Victoria is asking and follow the others, but does not get out of sight of where Victoria is. Like is heading towards the gates, the edge of the domain, but is hanging back enough because to see what happens with Victoria, to at least see her get away.
Okay. You go ahead and roll for me to act under pressure because he is going to try to come after you.
Okay.
Does this count as the interfering?
You interfering allowed everybody else to get away. Yeah. Wynn is purposely choosing to stay sort of within range since he can see you.
Yeah, that's
Or
a
so he
7.
can see you. Okay. If you stay where you are, you're gonna get hit. And you're gonna get hit hard. As he is sort of clearing his eyes and running directly at you with this glaive. You can stay where you are. You can take the brunt of a blow and see that Victoria is safe, or you can go. I told y'all it was gonna be the hard questions today.
Wynn's gonna take the hit.
Okay. Zathron's trying to shake Victoria off his shoulders, brings the glaive around, swings at you again. That is 5 harm minus your armor.
I don't want another one of my characters to die.
Luck.
I
Luck
will
that shit.
I will use a luck point to negate the harm.
Okay.
If you don't listen to Victoria and you die, you will never hear the end of it.
Literally, because you'll be a ghost and she'll be yelling at you all the time
yeah.
through eternity.
Okay. How do you get out of the way?
Ooh, this would be cool. So Win is kind of standing there for a second and like like holding the sword at his side, like really conflicted what to do as he's reached like the edge of this perimeter. And as he brings the glaive around, it like connects with Win, and Win sort of dissolves into black shadow from a illusion that a Belial has created. And Win has ducked to the ground and avoided just barely avoided the strike.
Yeah, and again, you do it and it's cool as hell. And you duck out of the way, managing at the last second to not take that killing blow as you start to scramble backwards, waiting to see what Victoria is going to do. Victoria, what are you going to do?
Get out of there. What else am I gonna do? I'm not gonna fight Zathron.
I need you to roll to act under pressure.
All right. This is cool, right?
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm just using my angel wings for this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 5.
Okay.
Is there any way Win could help? Like, through his distracting, because he stayed back, can Win attempt to help out to give her an opportunity to leave?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll plus cool.
Do I get a bonus for fighting because we're engaging Zathron? Okay.
This is not against Zathron. This is...
That's a 10.
And you add a +2.
Plus
right?
2.
Okay. So that is a 7 to 9. All right, Victoria, you can get out now. He is going to try to stop you, and it is going to hurt. Or you can wait, and you can wait for another opportunity.
I'm good with going.
Okay. Win creates this this distraction
Sort of
for you, essentially
slicing
giving
at his
you
leg
the
or something.
giving you the opportunity to attempt to teleport away. As you go, Victoria, normally teleporting happens instantly. Before I do this, we have a redemption from the chat for a first aid for Sally.
Thank you, Chad.
So go ahead and heal 1 harm.
Thank you.
You're still unstable.
Yeah.
As you going along sort of start to bandage up some more of your wounds. Victoria, usually teleporting for you, especially when you're by yourself, is instant. There is no in between. There is no liminal space. There's no limbo. You're just one place and then you're another place. This time you, for a moment, get stuck. You find yourself in darkness as you feel someone holding on to your ankle, trying to pull you back from where you were going. I'm gonna have you roll one more time to act under pressure.
We used them all up before, guys.
That's 5.
That's a 5.
Okay, you want to do anything about it?
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll luck it.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, use the luck. We'll treat it as a 12. You sort of reach out with your mind and try to knock whatever this is off of you. And just very briefly, you reach out and you touch the mind of what you know at this point to be Zathron. And you hear sort of softly him just say,
See you soon. You're taller and keener.
And you pop away and you manage to teleport. Where were you going?
Just in front of everyone to the portal.
Okay. You make it to the portal. Everyone else running along. You make it there after a while. Sally, you're going to go ahead and take another harm from the physical exertion. But you see slowly your friends start to trickle in. First Haley with Sally, then Rex, Xander, and Charles behind, and then finally Wynn sort of bringing up the rear. The barrier is gone. You are now outside Zathron's realm. And you head back through the Hellmouth. You all come spilling out into the warehouse. And you notice a couple of things happening all at once. First of all, the Winnebago, the equipment, the rack that the suit was hanging on, Hinks's things and Hinks are gone. Almost like he was never there. And then you hear some popping sounds, some popping and sort of crackling sounds as everyone, your phones begin to go off. Everyone's text tones start to go off at once. You pull the phones out of your pocket, and across the screen, whatever your home screen was is gone, and it is just this like light sort of whitish blue color, and across it the text just says Banshee Ghost Protocol activated. You hear these popping sounds and these crackling sounds as teleporting into the room with you are several people in suits wearing these black masks that sort of cover everything but their eyes. And one of them, a woman, a tall woman, sort of very dark skin, hair pulled back very tightly in a suit, steps forward and hands extended sort of says, "Now everyone just stay calm and we won't have an issue."
Fucking hell. Hey, G lady. Can I get a little help here first before I bleed all over your shoes?
She snaps, and one of the agents sort of pulls out a medical kit and runs over to help with some of your wounds. You can heal one harm from some Banshee first aid. Rex, good to see you alive. Rex just sort of nods. We're not here to interfere. We're just here to collect our agent, and you can go.
Rex, do you want to go with them?
Rex sort of looks at the woman, and then who I think Sally Rex has probably told you heard about her. She goes by Uhura. But Rex sort of looks around and looks at all of you and just nods and says, "Yeah, I've got work to do."
Wynn just sheathed the sword then.
Here. She takes the big ass sword off her back and hands it back to Sally. I guess I didn't take the best care of it.
We can talk about that later. Give me a hug.
But it got a lot of use.
Yeah, it sure did.
And she hugs you. Well, this is awkward.
As long as you aren't in hell anymore.
Yeah. I really appreciate that.
Hey, just don't go running through any portals again without backup, okay?
Not unless authorized. Thanks, everybody.
See ya at group, I guess.
You know, I don't think I need to go back. But we can have coffee.
Coffee sounds good.
Right.
Be smart. Okay?
I am.
Not a smart ass. Be smart.
Okay. Gonna miss you. But I'll see you around. Even Victoria.
For a little weird one. Don't die.
You too. Bye. Bye, Sal. Bye, Win. And she walks over, kind of dusting herself off, and stands next to Ahura, who sort of puts an arm around her shoulder, gives you a little bit of a wave, and they all pop out of existence. And you're left standing in the warehouse. Mission accomplished.
We should get Sal to a doctor.
Where the hell's Hanks?
Let's worry about your bleeding all over everything first, and then we can.
Where's Sirza?
Sirza, you see, is off in one corner of the warehouse. She is kicked back in a chair with her feet up on a table, her sword sort of across her lap, covered in blood. Several pieces of things that used to be alive on the floor around her, taking a nap. Open, empty pizza box on the table.
Did she murder
Yo.
Hanks?
Sir!
Oh, you're back. Hey.
Where did Hanks go?
Oh, he said he had to work. Gross. But I helped him pack up his shit and he left.
All right. You good?
Yeah, I'm great. Did some fighting. I figured out DoorDash on your old phone.
Oh, how much did that cost me?
Enough.
Right.
That's
Well-
fucking awesome, by the way.
Yeah, we really gotta teach you about money. Okay. No, that's fine. Cool.
So did you do it?
Yeah.
Sweet. So what are we gonna kill now?
Hopefully nothing for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of been a big day for us, so we're probably gonna go back to the house after Sal's all healed up. Go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of look like shit.
Kind of feel like shit.
Cool. So we're
Let's-
going back to your what is it? Haven thing. Can I drive?
Not my car.
You know, maybe when we get there, like, maybe Abby will let you, like, drive something not that expensive.
Yeah,
You have
right.
a back, Sal.
What?
You have a back.
I do. And I'd like to keep it.
Whatever. I got next one.
Cool.
All right, you pile in, 4 of you. Haley is going to take the other 2, unless there's any conversations you'd like to have before they leave. Haley's going to take the other 2 fangs who made it out mostly unscathed back to the church.
The
To
red
report in.
shirts survived.
Yep.
They did.
I tried to throw them into danger. Y'all didn't want.
When Tate gives the stupid armor back,
Oh, I forgot you were wearing the armor with the huge emblem on the front.
I like to think that that's how he gained Zathron's attention to help the
It was so shiny.
gives the stupid armor back and says thanks and stuff. Not to call him with any jobs for a little bit.
Yeah, I think you could use a break.
Yeah, I could. I've got like actual work to do, I think.
Yeah, don't you have a job?
I do, and I haven't been in like a week, so I'm sure they're wondering where I am.
So you might not have a job, is what you're saying.
I mean, the Fang set me up with it, so I assume there's some sort of hunt or leave of absence.
Guess you're gonna find out.
I'll find out.
And you, she points to Sally, you owe me a drink.
2 now. Yeah.
2 even. Come over this week. We'll hang out.
Yeah. Sounds good.
She's gonna take the other 2 fangs back, get some first aid, get them all patched up, and you take Surza with you and head back to the Haven.
I guess we're leaving real quick. Just like pulls
Mhm.
Victoria aside. Just you all right?
I think so.
No weird effects or anything?
Well, when I was blinking, I heard Zathron. I think he like tried to grab me or something. He said he'd see me again, but we locked him away.
Let me see your hands. No marks or anything?
Nope.
All right. Just if anything weird happens, can you tell me?
Of course.
It's probably just, trying to put on a show and make us worry, but
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I can. If you're worried, I can have one of my cousins or my grandpa go in my head, make sure
Yeah.
it's all clear.
that'd be good. I think that'd make me feel better.
Bring Pop Pop back to town.
I like him.
He's nice.
All right. Let's make sure Sal doesn't bleed out in the car.
Yeah. Victoria drives fast.
Victoria drives fast, and you all head back to the Haven. You get Sally patched up, the rest of you patched up. You can heal up your harm, so I assume you're going to be doing some resting for the time being. What do you want to do? I know, Sally, you said you had some stuff to tell everybody. You said that. I don't know if it was true.
When did I say that?
You said
Yeah, you were like, but it was like when Victoria was saying like, if I'm gonna die, tell my parents, and you're like, I have stuff to say too, but I've already said it in my will, so.
Oh yeah, nah, that was it.
Just
she was,
bullshit.
she was trolling. That's all.
I like that. All right. Well, what do you want to do?
Wynn wants to call an angel and get his powers back.
Okay.
But before he does, Victoria is gonna pull him aside. Well, okay. Are you gonna do that at home?
I just call him on his cell phone, so I can do that anywhere.
Okay. When Abby is healing Sal, Victoria pulls Wynn into his old bedroom, and they bone. One of her things is lust, okay? Okay? This is one of her things. I have to do it. I don't want to do it, but I have to.
Oh, I'm sure it's miserable for you.
I'm sure.
I
it's
said I want to do it,
worst.
but I do have to do it as well.
Oh, we all heard I don't want to do it, but I have to.
Yeah.
This is me we're talking about, guys. Come on.
I'm not going to make you roll to bone. It
But
can be
Philly
whatever you
wants
want it to be.
Also,
Yeah, I
one
thi-
of my other things is pain, so should we roll?
No.
No, that's part of the boning.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to do anything with that. I don't even.
I don't have any boning music to put on. Sorry. I should have seen this coming.
Should have foreseen this.
Okay. You want to call an angel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right after boning. Really brave of you.
Immediately after boning.
Real brave.
Let's put on some. Where's the chill? Where's the chill music?
He takes a shower first. I don't know if that would make a difference, but
No. No. He knows.
All the Catholics will feel better, but that's about it.
Jesus
You know,
is watching.
You know he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Isn't this Santa Claus?
Maybe.
Canon. Azariel is Santa.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Canon.
I mean,
Santa
he gave
Claus
me a
is an angel.
sword. Best Christmas ever.
It was like in May, but okay. Okay. This music's too sad. Hold on. This is nice. I like this. All right, do some
There
chill.
was a secret
Then
chord
get out.
that David played.
You call Azariel, he
No
doesn't
more.
fucking answer.
No more.
He doesn't answer.
When he calls
That's
him
actually
again.
his ringtone is just like Leonard Cohen. It's
It's
really
the
weird.
ringback tone is hallelujah.
Not the Jeff Buckley though. That's okay.
The Leonard Cohen. It's even sadder.
Yeah. All right. You call up Azariel. It rings. Doesn't ring. There's just a click. And he answers. Wynn Crowley?
Hey, yeah. We did it.
Congratulations.
So I guess I don't know, maybe you can tell me if it was successful or not, but Zathron should be locked up now.
Seems to be the case. I feel his influence on your plane diminishing.
He said something to one of us as we kind of finished the spell and said something about coming back or seeing us again or something like that. Do you know if this is going to be permanent or if there's a chance he might be able to slip out?
Permanent for your lifetime, at least. Demons have their ways, just as we do. But you've done a great deed.
there are also a bunch of souls there. We tried to set them free. I don't know if y'all handle stuff like that. I don't really know much about the afterlife and stuff other than what some of my friends told me from Sunday school. But they dealt with a different Bible than I did.
I wouldn't trust any version if I were you.
Yeah. Do you think y'all can get them to wherever they need to be?
They're free to go where they please. But
Right.
if some need shepherding, we have people for that. Yes.
Just might be good to do a sweep. Make sure they don't end up in the wrong place.
We'll take this under advisement.
All right. Well, I don't want to take up a lot of your time, even though, immortal celestial being, I'm sure that doesn't really mean a lot to you.
No.
So since Zathron is sort of locked up now and his influence is gone, I was thinking it might be safe to undo, I guess, whatever we did before. Get my powers back so I can feel somewhat useful.
Do you not feel useful, Wind Crowley? After all you've done?
I feel like I'm putting a lot of strain on other people to do things that I should be able to do.
Did your magic not do the same thing?
Well, it did, but I guess that wasn't really my fault either. I'm hoping now that this is all gone, I'll be able to do some good without hurting people.
People are always going to get hurt, Wind Crowley. It's what people do.
Yeah,
But it is not my choice to make for you.
I'd like to try something different. I learned a lot since losing this, and I mostly just felt angry about everything, and having this back might give me a chance to start over, I guess. Try something different.
If that is what you wish.
Yeah, you're making me feel like there's going to be some sort of catch to this and some sort of...
No catch. It is simply amusing to me to watch humans make trivial decisions. Of course, the decisions aren't trivial for them. And that's what makes it amusing.
Yeah. I put a lot of work into learning to do this kind of stuff. I think I'd like to get back to it. So yeah, that is what I wish, if that's what you're asking.
Then you shall have it. Wake at the witching hour. Light a candle. Say a prayer. See what comes to you.
All right. Is that in my time zone or like GST or...
You're very funny.
I like to think so. All right. Thank you. For what it's worth, even with all this sort of being, I guess, done, if there's anything I can do to keep helping, I'd like to. This feels good.
I'll be in touch.
All right.
Until then, rest.
Yeah, I'll see if Victoria lets me.
He hangs up.
That was probably too much. Puts away his phone. Turns back. All right, what's for dinner? And heads back into the kitchen.
It's pizza. The answer's pizza.
Anything else before the witching hour comes?
So Sal's gonna start working on the preliminaries of tracking down Travis.
Okay. Get started on that. Anything else?
I get the feeling Victoria will be back in a second in case there's anything she wants to do.
I'm sorry, I heard a noise. I wanted to make sure the pizza wasn't everywhere with Cat. What am I doing?
Is there anything you would like to do?
No.
So when set an alarm, I assume, for 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Okay, I wanted to know which there's some dispute over. Yeah, 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Take a candle, light it, set it in the window, and you wait. Wait for a while. And eventually the air conditioning inside and the summer heat outside, some condensation starts to form on the window. And you see the wick of the candle, the light flicker for just a moment. And in the sort of steam that is formed on the window outside, you just see the print of a hand appear.
When, I guess, places his hand on the window as well.
Place your hand on the window, and you feel just a subtle, kind of warm, like comforting presence kind of settle in your chest. And the candle goes out.
Just like clicks his fingers, see if he can make a spark.
You snap your fingers, and there's a little spark of fire.
Fuck yeah.
Thank God, because I'm not okay with being the only magic user, or the main one at least.
How long have you been awake for?
It's 3 a.m. I've been up for at least 3 hours.
All right. Hey, Bilal?
What?
Sorry, buddy. You can go back to sleep if you want.
It's so late.
Thanks for taking care of me, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. Now I got my magic back. If you want, I can end the binding between us. You can go where you want.
Why would you do that?
Only if you wanted to, buddy. You can stick around if you rather.
I like it here.
All right. Well.
And I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
Could I have some Doritos?
Yeah, you can have as many Doritos as you want. Since everybody's awake, I guess we can get some breakfast.
Doritos for breakfast.
Doritos for breakfast.
Doritos for breakfast.
Takes Bilal
You know
downstairs.
You know that if you dismissed him, Isabel would have killed you.
Yeah. I just, I wanted to give him the option since this wasn't really his choice.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad for you, Win.
Oh, I could have left a long time ago.
I know. I'll get the Doritos for you, buddy. Just,
Thank you.
gives Victoria a kiss on the forehead and heads downstairs to make Belial some Doritos for breakfast.
Doritos for breakfast.
And by make, you mean put in a bowl.
I was about to say.
No, he does something fancy. He takes the Doritos and he puts
Are you
some
about to do-
cheese on them. Yeah, he does the. And
You're
some,
about to do a Mama G's.
a Mama G's, and like steams them. So like the cheese melts and they get like it's so good.
Doritos,
It's so good.
nachos. They're called Doritos nachos.
Doritos nachos.
You put cheese and jalapeno on it, you steam them and eat them, and they're the best thing in the universe. Shout out to Mama G's.
It's so
And
good.
Belial goes into a Doritos coma.
Why am I crying right now? Oh my god.
Because he's the best boy, and it's
He's
the
the
only
best
relationship we
boy.
care about, really.
Really though, like if he had
The
asked
rest
to
of us could have
leave,
died.
yeah.
So I think, unless there's anything else anybody wants to do, that's where we're gonna go ahead and end our session for the day.
With our baby boy eating Doritos nachos.
With Belial eating Doritos nachos. And that is where we're gonna end the longest season in history, probably. We are gonna call that the end of Slaying 101, with many, many more things to come. The characters and the setting are not going away. But starting next week, we are going to take a little bit of a break. We are going to do a little bit of a mini series that I'm going to tell you guys about later, and it's going to all be very exciting. So we're going to take a little break from Georgia. We're going to take a little break from these characters, but we will be back same time, same place next week for something similar, but a little bit different. But before we do any of that stuff, because these folks are not going away at the end of the session, the Keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
All of the mysteries. Every
Yes.
mystery.
Yeah.
All of them. They're done.
They're done. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
All of the people.
All of them.
Everybody. Everybody's saved.
Did you learn something new and important about the world?
So much. So many things learned.
I mean, you did.
Sis gonna answer all of these. I want her to keep going with this.
Yes.
And
Yep.
did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Win knows how to make Doritos nachos.
And Win loves Belial so
we
much.
knew that already. That's
So
not
much.
anything new. Everyone loves Belial, especially Win.
2 experience for everybody.
I
Hang on to
improve.
these. You don't. Hang on to these 2 experience, because when we come back to these folks, we're gonna start there. Wow, that was great. No one died.
We didn't die.
I really considered it. If I hadn't spent the luck, could have died, done the berserk thing. I was like, no. I wanted someone to die.
Well, you got to die as Hector, so.
I did get to die as Hector.
How are you guys feeling? How are we doing?
Good.
Good.
I'm
I make
crying
everyone
and I
cry?
don't know why.
I know.
I made
Ugh.
everyone cry.
It's
I've
so
done
good.
it.
Belial's the only son I ever want.
Oh, your cats are gonna be pissed when they hear that.
Yeah. Hey, fuck all you. Why don't you love me as much as Belial?
I remember the first time I did that stupid voice.
It was so
Ugh.
good though.
And you were like, is that what he sounds like? And do you know what I said? Yes, it is, and I'm not taking it back.
Nope.
So he just sounds like Marcella Show with
And
shoes
a
on.
beautiful boy was born.
And so he was. So we will be back 1 week from today. We are going to be playing a different game. We are going to be doing some different characters. I think what we're going to do in 1 week is probably do a stream session 0. So we can do some setups, so we can make some characters. We'll be announcing the game that we're playing and everything. I think you guys are really going to love it. It's going to be fun. We're staying in the same vein. I'm not getting away from monster hunting because it is literally, these are my favorite TTRPGs to run. But we're going to play a different one for a little bit as a little bit of a palate cleanser. And then maybe Slaying 201. We'll see. Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we go away for the season? Except for we'll be back next week.
Next Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern, I'll be over on twitch.tv/Colonomicon playing some Apocalypse World. Yay! PBT May. I can't wait for y'all to meet Vicky. Vicky is a trip. Vicky has a twin named Terry. Oh man, Vicky is great. So yeah, come check out Vicky and a lot of other people surviving the crazy apocalypse over there. It should be tons and tons of fun.
Yeah.
Check it out.
For the closeout of PBT May.
And in an hour and a half, stop by LB Hackemup for our Playthings of the Gods, where Savannah's character is gonna get to talk to a god. So there we go.
Woo!
Is this where the playthings part comes in?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of
Okay.
already been there, but this is where the real fun begins.
Oh yeah. I'm not scared at all. All right. Anything else?
LB, your line is "you should be."
Oh, she knows.
She does. All right. Anything else? Oh, I'll plug our the one shot that Val and I are going to be in real quick. At 8 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday of this week, we'll be on Savrik's channel playing Merkborg, or
Bork.
Bork, as we like to call it. Come see it. It's gonna be gross. It's gonna be gory. It's gonna be nasty. We are gonna be a bunch of nasty boys doing just nasty stuff and probably dying a lot. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a hell of a good time. So come hang out with us then. All right. Well, if that is it, then we will see everybody for not Slaying 101, but something new 1 week from today. Same time, same place. But until next week, good game and good night, Internet.